Good morning, everyone. Peace upon you all by the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Today is Tuesday, the 1st of December 2020, 16th of Rabi al-Akhir 1442. How are you all? I hope you are all okay. Today, inshallah, we're going to take Unit 5, Writing Study. We are going to deal with interesting adjectives. So, you're going to bring your books and open them on page 55. Write the date and the day here beside Writing Study, okay? And we're going to start. The most important outcome that we are going to accomplish today is to learn about the interesting adjectives and its use, okay? So, from the beginning, we are going to deal with the interesting adjectives. What is written here, okay, it's on the board. We are going to explain it. Deal? Now, first of all, I want you to know that today we are going to deal with adjectives. What do you mean adjectives? Or what do we use the why do we use the adjectives? Look at me. Adjectives, they are words. They describe what? They describe the noun. When I say he is tall, he is short, okay? Adjectives, I think you know it. What does it mean in Arabic, okay? As we say, the adjectives, especially the adjectives that we are going to deal today, they describe nouns. When I say Zaid is tall, Muhammad is short, this ring is expensive, okay? We are dealing with adjectives that the main job is to describe what? Describe nouns. Deal? You know what that means? Adjectives صفات والnouns هما الأسماء, okay? Now, look at the board here. We have interesting adjectives. Now, what do you mean by interesting adjectives and why we are going to use them? We are going to take them today. Interesting adjectives, they are adjectives, motivate you. They make you, or they arouse the interest in you. مشوقين. They attract the listener. Do you know attract the listener? بتجذب السامع. Okay, when you say مثلا, for example, when you say big, okay, not like vast. the meaning more powerful, أقوى. The word vast, okay, or sorry, the adjective vast, more powerful, أقوى كمعنى من big. When you say the universe is very, very, very big. When you say the universe is a vast universe, it's more powerful. بتعطي معنى أقوى من big. Okay? These are the interesting adjectives. They attract the listener. You will want to, make you interest to know or to listen to this sentence. بتشوقك إنك تسمع هاي sentence. مثلا when you say this building is big. مثلا. Okay? Which one is more interesting or will attract you? راح تجذبك. This sentence اللي هي this building is big ولا this building is مثلا huge, enormous, ضخمة. Okay? the interesting adjective makes you feel enjoy. بتمتعك, بتشوقك. It will attract you, بتجذبك أنت كسامع, كlistener. Okay? Now look at the board. We have interesting adjectives. What does it do? شو بتعمل? Can improve your writing. When you say مثلا I saw a huge building, it's much better than to see I saw a big building. Okay? It will improve, بتحسن من your writing. Okay? Now compare the sentence below. Look at this one. We have my chickens lay good eggs. You know what does mean good? Okay? Look at this one. My chickens lay wonderful eggs. What do you think the word or the adjective that would attract you more? Good or wonderful? Okay? I think that wonderful will attract you. You will say, wow, what are these eggs? Okay? Now, look at this note. Wonderful is a more interesting adjective than good. It's more powerful. It gives you the meaning, it will attract you and give the meaning, it will be more powerful than good. Okay? Now, look at this one. Interesting adjectives can help you. Why? How is that? To describe your ideas more clearly in your writing. Describe your ideas, describe your feelings. When you say, for example, I was scared, for example, or I was frightened. We have I was terrified. You know what does mean terrified? يعني كنت مرعوب. It's more powerful than, for example, scared, خائف. Okay? It describe what do you feel, what do you think. When, for example, I wanna read something for you, okay? Paragraph or something you wrote. Okay? هلا this thing I can read your ideas. بقرأ أنا أفكارك. What did you feel? شو أنت شعرت during your when you wrote this paragraph مثلا لما كتبت انت هاي الفقرة. أنا I can't see you, okay? But I can read your ideas. I can feel your feelings. أنا بحس بشعورك, okay? That's why it will help you to describe your ideas clearly بوضوح أكتر. بتخليك تفسر your ideas أفكارك ومشاعرك بشكل أوضح أكتر. Deal? Now I'm going to take 1 minute to clean the board and return back to you. Deal? Now look here, we have these examples. We have delicious and good. Which is more interesting, do you think? Delicious or good? Okay, I think delicious. Okay, look at this one. Afraid and fearful. Afraid, what does it mean? It means scared, خائف. Fearful, frightening, مخيف. Okay, it's more strong, interesting than afraid. Okay, look at this one. Freezing, and cool. Freezing, it's very, very, very cold. Cool, it means يعني it's a nice weather, okay? Not very cold. Deal? Now, look at this one. Very tired and exhausted. I'm very, very tired. Not one only very tired. Exhausted, it's more interesting and more powerful or stronger than very tired. تعطي معنى أقوى. When you say I'm very tired, okay? Not like you say I'm exhausted. I can't move. مش قادرة أتحرك كتير تعبان أنا. Okay? Now look at this one. We have the adjective big, vast. You know what this mean? Big, big. You know what this mean? Vast, very, very, very big. Vast. It's more interesting than big. Okay. Now look at this one. We have tall and towering. We have tall, okay, and towering. It's what from the word tower. Okay. What does it mean? Do you know? It means very, very, very tall. شاهق. Okay, from the word tower اللي هو برج. Deal? Very, very tall. Towering, it's very tall. Okay, شاهق يعني. Deal? Now, look at the board. We have this exercise in your book. Look at me here. Underline the adjective in each sentence. We are going to underline the adjective in each sentence. Then, choose a more interesting adjective from each set. We have here two adjectives. We are going to choose the more interesting one or the more interesting adjective that suits the sentence. اللي بيناسب الجملة. Okay? Talk about your choices with your partner. We are going to discuss it with you. Look at the board here, please. Now, look here. We have underline the adjective in each sentence. Stay with me, please. Number one, the crash in the kitchen was so loud. Was so loud. Okay? Too loud. Where is the adjective? Where? Yes, excellent. It's loud. Now, loud is what? What are we going to do? We're going to underline the adjective in each sentence. Then what? Then we're going to choose a more interesting one. Type loud. What do you think the adjective here that suits her or give more powerful meaning or more interesting meaning بيعطي معنى أقوى أو مشوق أكتر. Which one? Noisy. Oh, noisy, very noisy. Or bad. What do you think? I think, yes, excellent. I think it's noisy. So we are going to underline or circle the word or the adjective noisy. This is so loud. مزعج جدا. Noisy man, it means مزعج. Okay? Noisy, the same as loud. Okay? But bad, it means not good. It's not as strong as noisy. Deal? Let's move to number two. Timmy was scared of the thunder outside. Timmy was scared. She was scared of the thunder outside. You know what this means, thunder? You know? I think it's, you know, in Arabic, rad, okay? It's, she was scared, and she was scared of the thunder outside. So we're going to what? To underline the adjective. This is the adjective, scared. Right, scared. We have these two adjectives. Which one do you think is more interesting than the other? Afraid, it means what? It means the same as scared, خائف. But fearful, it means frightening. Oh, yo, what's happening? Oh, okay, this is fearful, more interesting than afraid. مخيف, okay, it means مخيف. So we're going to underline or circle the adjective fearful, okay? Let's move to number 3. Miguel didn't like the cold weather. Cold weather. You know, cold. I think which one of these words or in the sentence is the adjective? I think it's cold. Okay, cold. So we are going to underline the word cold. Deal? Now we have two adjectives. One of them is more interesting than the other. We have freezing or cool. I said cool, it's not very cold, okay? So which one? Freezing, of course, it's under 32 Fahrenheit, or يعني إنه هي أقل من 32 درجة مئوية, okay? So freezing, it means very, very icy or very, very cold. Which one is more interesting, you feel? Freezing or cool? Okay, we're going to circle what? Excellent. Yes, we're going to circle the adjective or underline the adjective freezing. Okay, freezing. Now, stay with me. We're going to move to the next step and coming back to you. Now, let's jump to your workbook. Please bring your workbook and open on page 47. Write the date and the day up, okay? We have writing study. Look at the picture. We are going to talk about the picture from this paragraph. During this, we are going to read, look at me, circle the most interesting adjectives. What are we going to do? I'm going to read the paragraph, okay, with you. Then circle the most interesting adjectives. Look at the beginning of the paragraph. Last week, our class visited a big or vast sugarcane plantation. I think you can see that it's vast, more interesting than big, okay? Now, first, we walked 2 hours. I'm here. First, we walked 2 hours through the towering or tall stalks of sugarcane. What do you think? Which one is more powerful or more interesting? I think it's what? Yes, excellent, towering. We are going to circle the adjective towering. Number 3. We were very tired or exhausted. Yes, excellent. Of course, exhausted by the end of the hike. Where is it? Exhausted. Circle exhausted. By the end of the hike. We said, do you remember the word hike? I gave it to you before. Next, it was time for a good or delicious lunch. What do you think? Which one is more interesting? Yes, excellent. Of course, delicious. Yeah. You're going to circle the word delicious. It's more interesting than good. The chef at the plantation brought each of us a steaming or hot plate of spaghetti. What do you think? Which one is more interesting? I think it's what? Yes, excellent. Steaming. Yeah, of course, steaming. It's more interesting than hot. So we're going to circle the word steaming. Now, for dessert, we had big or juicy strawberries. What do you think? Which one is more interesting? I think it's what? Yes, excellent. Juicy strawberries and a glass of what? Of cold or icy lemonade. Icy. Cold or icy. Oh, which one is more interesting? What do you think? I think it's what? It's icy. Yes, excellent. Icy. You know, like freezing. Okay? It's more interesting than cold. Deal? Now, stay with me. We are going to move to question B to answer it with you. Okay? Stay with me, my darlings. Now let's go to B. Look at B. Write a paragraph about delicious meal you had. Okay? Write at least one sentence with a present continuous verb to show a future plan. Be sure to use interesting adjectives. We're going to write the same way. Okay? The same paragraph. I'm going to read it for you, then we're going to do one with each other. For my birthday, my mother made me an elegant lunch. She served mouth-watering, it means delicious, vegetables, a crisp salad, and delicate sandwiches cut into interesting shapes. For dessert, I ate creamy vanilla ice cream with cinnamon on top. I'm making the same meal for my mother on her birthday next month. Now we are going to do the same. Look at me. I'm going to say it orally, then take 1 minute, write it down, then return back to you, okay? Now, for my birthday, my mother, we can say, for example, my friends made me a wonderful lunch, for example, okay? Stay with me. I'm going to write it down and return back to you. Now look at the board. For my birthday, my friend made me a wonderful lunch. Now we're going to write the same idea. She served what? We can say, instead of mouth-watering, we can say, for example, she served delicious vegetables or tasted the vegetables, or what do you want? Also, we have, 1 minute. I'm going to choose an adjective and write it down. Okay, stay with me. Now, as I said, we are going to write, she served delicious vegetables, okay, a fresh salad, okay, salad, and what? And delicate sandwiches cut into interesting shapes. Now we are going to choose a sentence, okay? Instead of delicate, we are going to say a tasty bread made of, and tasty bread made of what? Of butter and garlic, okay? You know what does mean butter, zibda, and garlic, too, okay? Now, stay with me. I'm going to return back. I'm going to write the dessert, okay? Now, for dessert, I ate, so I'm going to write, I ate what? We have creamy vanilla ice cream. No, we're going to write, I ate creamy vanilla pudding, for example, okay? Pudding, remember this one, pudding, okay? Now, I'm making, we're going to write now a sentence with the present continuous tense. I am making, okay, the same meal for my friend, okay, on her birthday next month, okay? And we have finished for today. We wrote this paragraph. It was a nice one. I have to finish the class for today. Thank you very much for being with me. Before I leave you, I'm going to read the paragraph again, and I'm going to say that we have, alhamdulillah, we have accomplished our important outcomes, that we learn about what do we mean by the interesting adjectives, and the use of each one, that they make the adjective stronger, okay, and attract the listener, the interesting adjective. We read this one. Look at this one. For my birthday, I'm going to repeat it again. Read it again. For my birthday, my friend made me a wonderful lunch. She served delicious vegetables, a fresh salad, and tasty bread made of butter and garlic. For dessert, I ate creamy vanilla pudding. I'm making the same meal for my friend on her birthday next month. Thank you very much for being with me. I hope you enjoyed the class today. See you tomorrow, inshallah. May Allah bless you and your parents. Thank you very much. Thank you. Goodbye.